嗨，周末愉快，我是 Jenny， 欢迎来到 Jenny 周末来闲聊。今天是大年初五，先跟大家拜个晚年，马年吉祥，马到功成，一马当先，希望大家在马年都能跑得快又稳。好，过年期间大家吃了好多大鱼大肉，今天我们换个口味，来聊一个超美好的主题，春天限定美食之旅。你知道吗？春天是一年之中食材最丰盛的季节之一，大地从冬眠中苏醒，各种鲜嫩的食材纷纷登场，从山上到海里，从田野到市场。春天的美味有一种说不清楚的魔力，就是那种季节限定的感觉，错过了就要再等一年。今天 Jenny 带你来一趟春天的美食之旅，从日本到台湾，从甜点到海鲜，每一样都让人口水直流。准备好了吗？出发！我们第一站，先去日本。春天的日本有什么让人念念不忘的美食？当然就是那粉红色的浪漫樱花麻糬。每年3、4月间，日本的街头巷尾、茶屋点心铺都会出现一种粉嫩嫩的小团子，外层裹着一片盐渍的樱花叶，内馅是细腻的红豆泥。咬下去的那一瞬间，先是盐渍叶子的淡淡咸香，然后才是豆沙的甜蜜。这个组合妙极了。日本的关东和关西其实吃的是不同版本的樱花麻糬，这个知道吗？关东版本叫做长命寺饼，是江户时代诞生的点心，传说是东京向导长命寺的一位守门人，某年春天突发奇想，把盐渍的樱花叶包在饼外面去卖，结果大受欢迎，成了传统流传下来。关东版的麻糬是用道明寺粉做的，口感有点颗粒感，带着微微的弹性，外面包一片甚至2片的盐渍叶子。关西版本就不太一样了，是用薄薄的粉红色面皮卷起来的，像可丽饼一样卷着豆沙，外面再包一片叶子。两种都好吃，但口感完全不同。那片盐渍的叶子到底能不能吃？答案是可以吃，但很多日本人习惯把叶子剥掉，只留下那个若有似无的香气，叫做风味分开享用的艺术，这也太讲究了。春天限定这件事，在日本人的饮食文化里是非常认真的。他们有个词叫做旬，就是最当令的意思。每种食材都有它的旬，只有在那个时间点品尝，才能吃到最完美的风味。这个概念其实超美的，不是吗？好，继续往春天的甜点走。草莓大福。草莓大福是现代日式甜点的代表作，但你知道它其实不是古老的传统点心吗？草莓大福的历史没有你想的那么久，它是1980年代才在日本东京诞生的。据说是东京的一家麻薯店老板灵机一动，把新鲜草莓包进大福里，结果引发疯狂抢购，从此成为春季的必吃甜点。草莓大福好吃的关键有3个，第一是草莓本身，一定要用当季的草莓，那种熟透的甜蜜加上微酸的平衡，是冷藏草莓无法复制的。第二是麻薯皮的厚薄，要薄到几乎透明，又要有足够的嚼劲，这个分寸非常难抓。第三是豆沙，有些店家用白豆沙，有些用红豆沙，白豆沙比较细腻，会让草莓的味道更突出。吃草莓大福有一个小诀窍，不要放太久才吃，因为草莓的水分会慢慢渗进麻薯，让皮变得湿软。最好是买了就吃，现做的最好。这也是为什么很多名店都不做预购，就是要你当天去排队。台湾现在也有很多很厉害的草莓大福，苗栗和南投的草莓产季大概是每年12月到隔年4月，春天刚好还在产季里，所以3、4月去赏花的时候，顺手买几颗草莓大福，那是人生最简单的小确幸之一。说到台湾的春天美食，怎么能不聊春笋？春笋这个东西，在台湾的饮食文化里有非常特殊的地位。每年清明前后，竹山桂竹笋开始冒出来，南投嘉义的茂林里，竹笋就这样一根一根从土里探出头来，农民要在天亮前去采收，因为竹笋一碰到阳光就会变硬变苦。清晨摸黑进竹林采笋，是春天最辛苦却也最浪漫的农事。春笋最珍贵的就是那个脆，刚采下来的笋，清甜多汁，带着一种清新的山林气息。台湾人最爱的吃法是什么？ 当然是笋子排骨汤，或者客家人最拿手的笋丝风肉，还有最简单却最迷人的白灼笋片，加一点酱油和麻油，鲜甜到不行。台湾有个地方叫竹山，顾名思义就是竹子很多的山城。每到春笋季，整个市场都弥漫着笋子的清香。当地人有个说法，新鲜笋子生吃也好吃。这个说法听起来很大胆，但确实有人试过说真的甜。不过记得一定要是超级新鲜的笋才行，因为笋子离土后糖分会快速转化成苦味。除了桂竹笋，春天的麻竹笋也很好，还有绿竹笋。每种笋子的口感和适合的料理方式都不一样。桂竹笋纤维比较粗一点，适合煮久一点的红烧或卤制。绿竹笋最嫩最甜，适合做成凉笋，加美乃滋就很好吃。麻竹笋香气浓郁，做成笋干特别香。好，我们从山上下来，往海边走。春天的海味，就要聊聊春鱼了。春鱼，日文叫做 sawara， 罗马字是 sawara， 是春天最重要的海鲜之一。在日本有个说法，春鱼是春天的使者，因为它每年春天都会随着水温回升，成群游向近海。日本渔民看到春鱼大量出现，就知道春天真的来了。春鱼在日文字面上是春鱼的意思，鱼字边加上一个春字，这个命名方式超级诗情画意，就好像这条鱼是春天寄来的信一样。春鱼的肉质是那种细致的白肉，脂肪分布均匀。春天的春鱼因为刚过冬天，积累了丰富的油脂，吃起来特别鲜甜多汁。用盐烤是最能感受春鱼原味的方式，表皮烤得微微焦香，鱼肉入口即化，配一碗白饭，这就是春天最完美的一餐。台湾这边也有很多人爱吃春鱼，台湾俗称土魠鱼，台南的土魠鱼羹可说是台湾小吃界的大明星。那个浓郁的羹汤底，加上炸得金黄的土魠鱼，再来一点乌醋，这是台南人的春天记忆。其实台湾土魠鱼羹四季都有的吃，但春天的土魠特别肥美，这是老饕才知道的事。春天去台南，一定要找一碗正宗的土魠鱼羹，那个滋味是会让人想哭的好吃。我们继续聊聊春天的植物系美食。除了竹笋之外，还有几样春天限定的好东西。第一个是艾草，艾草在台湾叫做鸡屎藤，这个名字听起来实在不太好听，但艾草在台湾客家料理里面是很重要的食材，尤其是艾草粄，也就是艾草麻糬，是客家族群在清明前后必做的传统点心。把新鲜的艾草揉进糯米团里，搓成青绿色的团子，包入甜豆沙或芝麻馅，那个颜色非常漂亮，就是春天的颜色。清明节前后在桃竹苗一带，客家市场里都看得到艾草粄，那个艾草的清香混着糯米的香甜，一口咬下去，是浓浓的春天乡土味。中国江南一带，春天也有类似的点心叫做青团，也是用艾草或者鼠曲草把糯米团染成绿色，包着各种馅料。现在上海扬州一带的青团甚至有咸蛋黄肉松口味，听说超级好吃，甜咸交织，是现代版本的清明节点心。第二个春季植物美食是香椿。香椿可能很多人没吃过，但吃过的人大概不会忘记那个味道，是一种非常特殊的草木香，有点类似八角的香气，但更清新更野。香椿是春天刚发芽的嫩叶最好吃，老了就会变得苦涩，所以是非常短暂的季节限定，大概只有3、4月间那个几周时间。台湾中部山区有些地方有种香椿，最常见的吃法是香椿炒蛋，或者做香椿酱拌面，那个香气非常冲，有人超爱，有人第一次吃觉得奇怪，但吃上几次之后通常就会爱上，是一种越吃越迷人的味道。好，聊到现在，我们从日本的樱花麻糬和草莓大福，聊到台湾的春笋，聊到春鱼，聊到艾草粄和香椿。春天的美食世界真的很丰盛，但是聊到春天的饮食，不能不提一件更大的事，就是春天饮食和我们身体的关系。中医有个说法叫做春养肝，春天是肝脏最活跃的季节，这个季节的饮食重点是要吃一些颜色青绿的食物，帮助肝脏的运作。所以春笋、艾草、 香椿、韭菜，这些春天的青绿食材，在中医的观点里面，都是非常适合春天吃的食物。韭菜也是春天的重要食材，尤其是春天刚长出来的第一刀韭菜，叫做头刀韭，特别嫩特别香。台湾有个说法说春天的韭菜胜过肉，这个说法有点夸张，但确实是在说春韭的珍贵。韭菜炒蛋是最家常的吃法，但如果有机会吃到头刀韭做的水饺，那个滋味真的不是普通水饺能比的。再来还有一种春天的豆腐，叫做春豆腐，这个说法在日本比较常见，就是春天用新豆制作的豆腐，那个黄豆是春天收成的新豆，豆香特别浓郁，口感特别细腻。日本的豆腐文化非常精致，春天到京都一定要去吃一次汤豆腐，那个清淡却深邃的豆香，是春天安静的滋味。说到饮品，春天也有很多季节限定的美好。日本的春天必喝草莓拿铁，各大咖啡连锁都会推出春季限定的草莓饮品，那个粉红色的春日感，超级疗愈。台湾的春天饮品则是桑葚季，每年3、4月间，台湾各地的桑葚开始成熟，桑葚的那个深紫红色，做成果汁或者桑葚醋，酸甜的滋味让人神清气爽。很多农场在这个季节开放采果，自己采自己喝，那个新鲜感是市售饮品比不上的。好，说了这么多， Jenny 来帮大家整理一下。今天我们走过了春天美食的几个大类。第一类是春季甜点，日本的樱花麻糬和草莓大福，台湾客家的艾草粄，中国江南的青团，这些都是用春天的色彩和香气做成的点心。第二类是春季蔬菜，竹笋是主角，韭菜、香椿，还有各种春天刚冒出来的嫩芽嫩叶。第三类是春季海鲜，鳟鱼和土魠鱼是代表，春天的鱼特别肥美，这是大自然给我们的礼物。第四类是春季饮品，桑葚汁、草莓拿铁，还有各种春天才有的花草茶。春天限定，这4个字有一种特别的魔力，就是那种现在不吃以后就没有的紧迫感，也是那种因为稀有而更加珍惜的心情。我觉得饮食季节感这件事，在现代生活里越来越难体会到了，因为现在几乎所有食材全年都有，草莓冬天也有，竹笋一年四季都在卖，但那个当季的，那个最新鲜的，那个跟着节气走的饮食，才是最有灵魂的吃法。日本人说旬，台湾客家人说当令，说的是同一件事，就是跟着大自然的节奏吃饭。这个道理听起来很简单，但做起来需要一点心，需要关注季节，需要走去传统市场，需要愿意为了季节限定多走那几步路。春天来了，你打算先吃哪一样？是去找草莓大福，还是去竹山买一把新鲜竹笋，或者去台南吃一碗肥美的土魠鱼羹，还是去采一把桑葚回来自己榨汁？ Jenny 觉得每一样都应该吃，春天那么短，不能浪费。最后来说一件跟大年初五有关的事。大年初五俗称破五，是送穷神的日子，台湾习俗上这天要放鞭炮，要吃一碗丰盛的饭，象征把所有的穷气都轰走，把满满的好运迎进来。今年是马年，马在中国文化里象征速度，象征力量，象征一往直前。古人说马到成功，就是说马一跑到，成功就跟着来了。所以今天大年初五，在马年的春天，让我们用一桌春天的好食材犒赏自己，也为新的一年打气。春天的美食之旅，我们今天走到这里，谢谢你陪着 Jenny 聊了这么多好吃的东西，希望你今天可以去找一样春天限定的美食来吃，就算只是去超市买几颗草莓也好，让味蕾感受一下春天的到来。马年行大运，春天吃好料，每一天都值得好好品味。我们下次见咯。 Hey everyone, happy weekend. I am Jenny. Welcome to Jenny's Weekend Chat. Today is the 5th day of the Lunar New Year. Let me wish you all a wonderful year of the horse. May the horse bring you speed, strength, and success. In Chinese culture, there is a saying, may the horse arrive and success follow. That is the spirit we are all carrying into this new year. Now, after all those Lunar New Year feasts with fish and meat and dumplings, I thought today we could shift gears completely. let us talk about something beautiful, seasonal, and deeply delicious. Today we are going on a spring limited edition food journey. You know, spring is one of the most abundant seasons for fresh ingredients. The earth wakes up from its winter sleep, and all kinds of tender, fresh, incredible foods start appearing. From the mountains to the sea, from the forests to the fishing harbors. Spring has this magical quality, that feeling of limited availability, that if you miss it, you wait another whole year. There is something really special about that. So today I am taking you on a spring food tour. From Japan to Taiwan. From sweet treats to fresh seafood. Every stop on this journey is going to make you hungry. Ready? Let us go. Our first stop is Japan. And when I say spring in Japan, you probably already know where I am heading. Cherry blossom season. And the dessert that goes perfectly with it. Sakura mochi. Every year in late March and April. The streets of Japan fill with pink. And in tea houses, confectionery shops, and convenience stores everywhere, you will find these little pink rice cakes. Wrapped in a salt-preserved cherry blossom leaf. Filled with smooth sweet red bean paste. That first bite is something truly special. You get the subtle saltiness from the leaf. Then the gentle sweetness of the filling. The contrast is absolutely brilliant. Now here is something interesting that many people outside Japan do not know. The east and west of Japan actually eat different versions of sakura mochi. The Kanto version, from the Tokyo area, is called Komeiji mochi. It was born in the Edo period. Legend says a gatekeeper at Komeiji Temple in Tokyo had a flash of inspiration one spring. He started wrapping salt-pickled cherry blossom leaves around rice cakes and selling them. People went absolutely crazy for it. And it became a beloved tradition that carries on today. The Kanto version uses a flour called domyoji, which has a slightly grainy texture. It gives the mochi a soft chewiness with a bit of texture. Usually wrapped in 1 or even 2 leaves. The Kansai version from the Kyoto and Osaka area is quite different. It uses a thin pinkish pancake-like wrapper rolled around the bean filling. More like a crepe than a rice cake. Both versions are wrapped in the same salt-cured leaf. But the experience of eating them is completely different. People sometimes wonder, can you actually eat that leaf? The answer is yes, you can eat it. But many Japanese people prefer to peel it off. They enjoy the fragrance it leaves behind on the mochi without eating the leaf itself. That is the art of savoring flavor separately. I find that incredibly sophisticated. This whole idea of seasonal limitation is deeply embedded in Japanese food culture. They have a word for it, shun. It means the peak season of an ingredient. The moment when something is at its absolute best. Every food has its shun. And eating something during its shun is considered the highest form of appreciation. That philosophy is honestly quite beautiful. Let us keep moving through spring desserts. Because we cannot talk about Japanese spring food without talking about strawberry daifuku. Strawberry daifuku is one of the most beloved modern Japanese sweets. But here is a fun fact. It is not actually an ancient traditional confection. Strawberry daifuku was invented in the 1980s in Tokyo. A mochi shop owner had a sudden idea to put a whole fresh strawberry inside a daifuku. The response was overwhelming. People lined up. Sold out every day. And it became the iconic spring dessert it is today. There are 3 keys to a truly great strawberry daifuku. First is the strawberry itself. It absolutely must be a seasonal strawberry. That perfect balance of sweetness with just a hint of tartness. That is something a refrigerated out-of-season strawberry simply cannot replicate. Second is the thickness of the mochi wrapper. It should be almost translucent. Thin enough to feel delicate. But still with that satisfying chew. Getting that balance right takes real skill. Third is the bean paste. Some shops use white bean paste. Some use red bean paste. White bean paste tends to be smoother and more refined. It lets the strawberry flavor really shine through. There is one tip for eating strawberry daifuku. Do not wait too long after buying it. The moisture from the strawberry gradually seeps into the mochi, making the wrapper soft and a bit soggy. The best experience is always to eat it fresh. Which is why many of the most famous daifuku shops do not take pre-orders. They want you there in person, that same day. Standing in line, waiting for the freshest batch. Taiwan also has fantastic strawberry daifuku now. The strawberry season in Miaoli and Nantou runs roughly from December through April. So spring is still very much strawberry season here. If you are heading out to see cherry blossoms this spring, picking up a few pieces of fresh strawberry daifuku along the way. That is one of life's simplest and most perfect little pleasures. Now let us come down from the world of desserts and talk about one of Taiwan's most iconic spring ingredients. Bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots hold a very special place in Taiwanese food culture. Every year around the time of the Qingming festival, bamboo shoots start pushing up through the soil. In the forests and hillsides of Zhoushan and Jiayi and Nantou, these shoots just appear, one by one, reaching for the light. farmers have to go out and harvest them before sunrise. Because once bamboo shoots are exposed to sunlight, they start to harden and turn bitter. So the farmers head into the bamboo groves in the dark of early morning. Bamboo shoot harvesting in spring is one of the most demanding and at the same time most poetic agricultural tasks. The most precious thing about spring bamboo shoots is their crunch. A freshly cut shoot is incredibly tender and juicy. It has this clean, refreshing forest fragrance that is impossible to describe properly. You just have to taste it. Taiwanese people have many beloved ways of cooking bamboo shoots. The most classic is a simple bamboo shoot and pork rib soup. Let the sweetness of the shoot come through in the broth. Hakka cuisine has a wonderful braised version with pork belly. The bamboo shoot absorbs all those rich savory flavors over a long slow cook. And the most minimalist approach is simply blanched sliced bamboo shoot, with just a drizzle of soy sauce and sesame oil. The natural sweetness of the shoot speaks for itself. There is a town in central Taiwan called Jushan. The name literally means bamboo mountain. And when the spring shoot season arrives, the entire market smells of that wonderful fresh bamboo fragrance. Local people say that a fresh bamboo shoot is sweet enough to eat raw. That sounds adventurous. But people who have tried it say it really is quite sweet. You just need an extremely fresh shoot, harvested that same morning. Because once a bamboo shoot is separated from the ground, its sugars start converting into bitterness quite quickly. Different varieties of bamboo shoots have different textures and best cooking methods. Gouet bamboo shoots have a slightly more fibrous texture. They are great for braising or slow cooking in red-cooked dishes. Green bamboo shoots are the most tender and sweet. They are perfect served cold as a summer snack, with a generous dollop of Japanese-style mayonnaise. Ma bamboo shoots have a stronger, earthier fragrance. They are wonderful dried and used as a flavoring in countless traditional dishes. Alright, let us come down from the mountains now, and head toward the sea. Because spring has some incredible seafood too. And the star of the show is the sawara, or Spanish mackerel. In Japanese this fish is written with the characters for spring and fish. Springfish. The very name of this creature tells you everything. It arrives with the season. The Japanese word sawara combines the idea of spring with the essence of the sea. It is honestly one of the most poetic names for a food ingredient I have ever come across. Like the fish itself is a letter written by spring. Sawara is a white-fleshed fish with beautifully distributed fat. Spring sawara is particularly prized because the fish has just come through winter. It has been accumulating rich fat reserves. So the meat is wonderfully tender, juicy, and deeply flavorful. The simplest and most revealing way to cook it is salt grilling. The skin gets slightly crispy and fragrant. The flesh inside stays moist and melts on your tongue. Served with a bowl of white rice. This is a truly perfect spring meal. In Taiwan, this fish is known as tua tua fish. And it is the star ingredient of one of Taiwan's most iconic street foods. Tainan-style tua tua fish thick soup. That deep, rich, slightly cloudy broth. The crispy deep-fried fish pieces. A splash of Taiwanese black vinegar. This dish is a major star in the world of Taiwanese street food. It is woven deeply into the food memories of people from Tainan. While you can technically find this soup year-round in Taiwan, experienced food lovers know that spring is when the fish is fattest and most flavorful. If you are visiting Tainan this spring, you absolutely must track down a bowl of authentic fresh tua tua fish thick soup. The flavor of the spring fish makes it something else entirely. Now let us explore some more plant-based spring foods. Beyond bamboo shoots, spring offers some other really wonderful seasonal ingredients. Let me tell you about mugwort first. Mugwort is a herb with a very distinctive fragrance. In Taiwan it is used in Hakka traditional cooking, especially around Qingming. The Hakka people make something called ai chow pan, mugwort mochi. You take fresh mugwort and knead it directly into glutinous rice dough. The result is a beautiful deep green colored rice cake, usually filled with sweet red bean paste or black sesame. The color is stunning. It really is the color of spring. In the markets of Taoyuan, Hsinchu, and Miali around Qingming season, you will see these green rice cakes everywhere in traditional Hakka markets. That herbal fragrance of the mugwort mixed with the sweetness of the glutinous rice. One bite and you are transported into a deep, warm feeling of seasonal tradition. In the Jiangnan region of China, spring also brings a very similar confection called qingtuan, green mochi balls, made with mugwort or cudweed pressed into glutinous rice. Modern versions in Shanghai and Yangzhou now include savory fillings too, like salted egg yolk with pork floss. The combination of the herbal green exterior with that rich savory filling. It is a genuinely inspired modern take on a very old tradition. The second plant ingredient I want to talk about is tuna, also known as Chinese mahogany or Chinese tune. This is an ingredient that many people outside of East Asia have never encountered. But if you have ever tasted it, you probably have not forgotten the flavor. It has this incredibly distinctive herbal, almost resinous fragrance. somewhere between star anise and fresh forest air, but wilder and more alive. Tuna leaves are best when freshly sprouted in spring. The young shoots have the most vivid flavor. After a few weeks they turn bitter and much less appealing. So this is an extremely short seasonal window. Maybe just 3 or 4 weeks in March and April. Some areas in central Taiwan grow tuna. The most classic preparation is tuna fried with eggs. The egg softens the intensity of the herb beautifully. Another wonderful way to eat it is blended into tuna paste, mixed with sesame oil, salt, and maybe a little tofu, used to dress freshly cooked noodles. That aroma fills the whole kitchen. Some people find it a little strange the first time they try it, but most people who keep trying it find themselves completely addicted after a few experiences. It is one of those flavors that grows on you deeply. Now let us talk about something that connects spring food to our bodies. In traditional Chinese medicine, there is a principle called spring nourishes the liver. Spring is the season when the liver is most active. The dietary guidance for spring emphasizes eating green foods, foods that support the liver in its seasonal surge of activity. So bamboo shoots, mugwort, tuna, and chives. These bright green spring ingredients are considered particularly beneficial in spring. From this traditional perspective, eating seasonally is not just about flavor. It is about aligning your body with the rhythms of nature. Speaking of chives, they deserve a special mention. Spring chives are one of the great simple pleasures of the season. The first cut of chives in spring is called the head cut. It is the most tender and fragrant chive of the entire year. Taiwanese people have a saying that spring chives are better than meat. That is a bit of an exaggeration, obviously. But it does speak to just how prized those first spring chives really are. Chive scrambled eggs is the most humble and beloved preparation. But if you ever have the chance to eat dumplings filled with first-cut spring chives, that experience will genuinely stay with you. The flavor of that filling is incomparable to any other time of year. And then there are the seasonal drinks of spring. In Japan, spring means strawberry lattes and sakura-flavored drinks everywhere. The major coffee chains all release their spring seasonal menus. All that pink and pastel. It is genuinely therapeutic to look at, let alone taste. In Taiwan, spring brings mulberry season. From late March through April, mulberries ripen all across the island. That deep purple-red color is unmistakable. Made into fresh juice or mulberry vinegar, the tangy sweet flavor is incredibly refreshing. Many farms open for fruit picking during this season, harvesting your own mulberries and drinking the juice you just squeezed. There is a freshness to that experience that no store-bought drink can match. Let me pull everything together for you. Today we covered the main categories of spring seasonal food. The first category is spring desserts and sweets. Sakura mochi from Japan, strawberry daifuku, mugwort mochi from Hakka, Taiwan, qingtuan from the Jiangnan region of China. Each of these treats is made with the colors and fragrances of spring. The second category is spring vegetables. Bamboo shoots as the undeniable star. Spring chives and their precious first cut. Tuna with its unforgettable wild fragrance. All the tender fresh greens that push up from the earth this time of year. The third category is spring seafood. Sawara and its Taiwanese cousin, the tua fish. Spring is when these fish are fattest and most flavorful. A gift from nature that comes once a year. The fourth category is spring drinks. Mulberry juice, cherry blossom lattes, all the seasonal floral teas and fruity refreshments that arrive with the warmer weather. There is something really powerful about the phrase spring limited edition. Those 4 words carry a sense of urgency. A reminder that the window is short. That if you want this, you need to go get it now. And they carry a sense of gratitude too. Because scarcity makes things precious. I think the concept of seasonal eating is something that modern life has made harder to appreciate. Because now almost everything is available year-round. Strawberries in winter, bamboo shoots in every season. But the truly seasonal ingredient, the one harvested at its peak, following the rhythm of nature, that is eating with soul. The Japanese call it shun. Taiwanese Hakka people talk about eating what is currently in season. They are saying the same thing. Eat in harmony with the earth. That principle sounds simple. But living by it takes a little attention. It means noticing the seasons. It means visiting traditional markets. It means being willing to walk that extra distance for a seasonal ingredient that will not be there next month. Spring is here. The year of the horse is beginning. Which spring food are you going to seek out first? Are you going to track down fresh strawberry daifuku? Are you heading to Jushan for bamboo shoots straight from the mountain? Are you going to Tainan for a bowl of spring tua fish thick soup? Or are you going to a farm to pick mulberries and squeeze your own juice? Jenny says try all of them. Spring is short. Do not waste a single moment of it. Before we close today, let us give a nod to the 5th day of the Lunar New Year. Today is called Breaking 5. It is the traditional day for driving away the god of poverty. In Taiwan, people set off firecrackers and eat a generous, abundant meal. symbolizing that all the bad luck is being blasted away, and all the good fortune is being welcomed in. This is the year of the horse. In Chinese culture, the horse represents speed, strength, and unstoppable forward momentum. The horse charges forward and success follows in its wake. That is the energy we are all carrying into this year. So today, on the 5th day of the Lunar New Year, in the spring of the year of the horse, let us fill our tables with the beautiful ingredients of spring. Let us reward ourselves. And let us charge forward with that wonderful horse energy. Our spring food journey ends here for today. Thank you so much for chatting with me through all this deliciousness. I hope you get to find at least one spring limited edition food to enjoy today. Even if it is just a handful of fresh strawberries from the market. Let your taste buds feel the arrival of spring. May the year of the horse bring you great fortune. May spring bring you wonderful food. Every single day is worth savoring fully. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next time.